Hello everybody, and welcome back to not quite my hangar. I don't have one of these world benches in my hangar. I've never seen one, and this one here is I've been staring at it while I've been starting this up. As I mentioned in the last video, they did add the Scythe into the patch as flyable with this patch along with the Merlin, and it wasn't working when I did the video a couple of days ago, but they actually patched it. Now they've fixed it server side, so it actually works now. And I've actually got access to one in this rented hangar here. So we'll get in our Flintstones car and we'll head over to it. I'm bringing the car over just to make it easy to jump on the roof in a second. So here it is in front of us. We'll just stop the car. One reason I'd like to look at the ships in hangar is because then you can climb on top of them and, you know, have a look around them and stuff. And so this is the Scythe. We got the landing gear here. The landing gear here, basically this gear actually, when I first saw this I wondered how it went into the ship. What it does is you can see it actually lifts up as far as it goes to the ship there, and the whole thing tilts forward. And the bottom of this, the plate under the bottom of this makes closes up the front of this opening here, and this is the back. We'll show you in a second. When we go into free flight in a bit, I'll show you the animation of it closing. It's the same here. These just tuck up totally inside the wings on each side. This is a very, very neat looking ship. You've got two size 1 cannons under here, under the nose. Not gimbaled. None of the guns in this ship are gimbaled. And you got two size 5s. You got this mother here. I mean, look at the size of this. I mean, the barrel, even the barrel. I was kind of saying, was showing this around on Twitch a little bit. You could actually probably climb into this barrel and actually sleep in there, or have like a human cannibal type thing you see at a circus, and have one in these barrels that's so big. So you got two size 5 guns. You got this one here, and the barrel goes all the way down to, it comes all the way up to here. So that is a big gun. And on the other wing you have another one, which is, as you see, is a different type of gun. It's not the same gun, and when you actually get into shooty shoots, those two size 5s are in the same weapon group, and they do fire. They actually fire differently. So I don't know what, I'm not sure what energy they use. One of them is maybe plasma. One of them, I don't know, may just be like a laser or something. And they don't fire. They refresh at a different time. So the one here on the left wing, it actually fires off once every like second, and the other one fires off once every like 2 seconds, or 1.5 seconds. You have a bunch of odd-looking Vandal missiles underneath the wing. But look at the actual detail work on here. It is great, right? It is really great. The other wing's got some more on. And obviously these wings, just like the Merlin, these wings actually fold out when it takes off, and you've got the blade. You got the big blade here. You can see right on the edge here, and there's a smaller blade here on the other side of the gun. We'll better see that better in when we go into free flight. But let's actually, we'll jump in first, then we'll have a look around on top of the roof, and actually check it out on outside. Then we'll jump into and look at it in free flight. So basically the whole thing comes out, it folds out, and you actually lay down in the seat and get yourself lifted in. Looking around here, visibility is good. You got the this is the human, obviously the human cockpit, which they showed us on our anniversary a little while ago. I'm not sure why we're blacking out, just sitting inside the ship. Not sure what happened there. As I got into the cockpit and laid down, I looked around a little bit, and just in free look, and the screen all went black as if I blacked out, and then it crashed the desktop. So before we jump back in the cockpit, I'm going to just climb up on the roof and just show you the top side of it, and then we'll jump into the cockpit and then go into free flight. always like the buggy to jump up on some of these ships. You can, as long as there's a part just low enough for you to jump onto, you can just utilize the buggy as like a ladder kind of thing. I definitely used to play a lot of Mario Kart when I was younger. Honest, I'm not that bad at jumping. So if we jump out the back here first, so we check out these big old engines we got here. Just look at it, the detail on the pipework and stuff. It's, as I've said about a lot of the other ships, it's just the amazing detail they go into is really, really crazy. So we just try to climb down into the cockpit and look at it from outside without falling. I mean, it's all pretty cool, isn't it? Let's try to get over to the wing. Walk along the barrel of the gun. As I was saying, there's the gun, so the barrel of the gun kind of starts around here, right? The barrel, and it look, it goes all the way up here, and look at the blade. Oh my god. If we lay down at this sort of view, you can kind of see what I was saying about the barrel of the gun and being big enough to jump into. Look at the blade over there. I'm going to jump over there on top of that part. It might be a bit dangerous. We might die doing this or fall over. If we hit the blade, we'll definitely get chopped up. We can see the blade closer. Okay, we can crouch here. You can see, look at. So this is obviously the when you're lift off this wing, it doesn't quite go flat. I think it goes it's pointing slightly downwards. A similar angle to the bracket underneath. If you look at the bracket underneath this gun, just directly by my right elbow, it's facing downwards a little bit. This wing turns to face that sort of direction as well. So, and this blade is right at the front. So if you actually ram anything or run into something, this blade will hit it first, because you can see this blade here and the smaller one next to it, they are poking out the furthest out of the ship there. Let me see if we can try to jump back over and go to look at the other gun. And as you can see, this gun is totally different. I mean, the barrel on it is a hell of a lot smaller. It's got a lot different makeup on it. I need to actually, as I said, I'm gonna need to have a little read up on these gun types and see what sort of energy they are. But all in all, this is a very cool looking ship. Let's jump into. I'll jump into free flight. Let's try to go back into the cockpit again, see if it doesn't bomb us out again. And I'll jump into free flight, and what we'll do in free flight, we'll just have a better way to look around the ship and show the animations of the wings opening and the landing gear coming up. So yeah, if we have a look at this is obviously the ship in the hangar here, nice and landed. We've got, as I said, under each of the wings you've got some missiles. We've got 4 under each side. It looks like it's happening again. I got no control over the mouse again, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the game here. If it crashes, we'll come back and we'll go into free flight. Okay, here we are in free flight, and what you noticed there was, if you remember around the verse a couple of weeks ago, Zane kind of mentioned when he showed off the HUDs, he kind of mentioned that when you get in the ship, what it will do is it will show the Vandal HUD briefly, and then glitch over to the human one, and the same when you actually take damage and stuff, it will glitch. You'll get glitches when you take hits between the two HUDs. And that's what that was when it was booting up. It starts off in the Vandal HUD, then glitches over. So before we go down to the platform, let's check this thing out. I really love it. So, okay, that was just the engine kicking in. Now if we hit the boost. Now isn't that amazing? That was a really, really cool sound. So you got the two class 1 guns at the front, which is these two, and I said the two other guns on the weapon group 2 are both size 5. And you can see they make a good sound too. And the one on the left recharges quicker. So if you try to keep spamming the button, you'll notice the you get 2 shots off on the one on the left before the one on the right. So the one on the left seems to recharge like every second, and the one on the right every 2 seconds. So if you kind of tap the button, let's try and shoot an asteroid. Try and shoot something. It's very, very, very nice gun sounds. Very meaty gun sounds. And look at the animation here on this gun as it kind of projects. That's better. We're trying to get it with a light on it. You can definitely see it kind of pull back on the gun on the bottom right as it shoots. And the same one on the right, if I can zoom out, you can see it, the barrels. Hang on, let me just steady myself, which is easy to do when you're looking forward. And now just do not move the mouse, and just watch the guns. I really love the animation on this gun on the left. Okay, so I'm going to land on the platform here. Drop it down on a platform and just show you the animations of it landing and taking off, and like the wings opening, the landing gear dropping in. Then I'll wrap this up. We're not gonna make this video very long. You know, we went over all the actual patch stuff in another video. This one's just going to be showing off the Scythe a little bit. The multiplayers are really hit and miss. I just finished streaming for about 5 hours, and we showed off some of the ship, and we played PTU for most of it. And there's a couple of times the PTU went down for a bunch of time. But while we was actually on the server, let's just say it was very hard to actually get into multiplayer games. So rather than actually spend too much time trying to get into games with this ship to do anything, I'm just gonna just have this little walk around of it, show people the ship, and
landing gear down.
So yeah, there we go. And if we get in a better position,
Landing approved. Landing.
That's not a better position. I need to do that in the with the proper view, damn it.
Landing gear down.
Okay, now we switch views and we look.
up. Landing gear down. Landing gear up. Landing gear down. Landing approved. Landing complete.
Landing complete.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
So yeah, so thank you for watching. I'm going to head out now. As I said, I was only going to make this a relatively short video just to show off the Scythe a little bit. I did actually do some racing in it earlier. I did a lap of Old Vanderbilt. The speed on it is 240. It does actually handle very, very well in racing. I mean, I managed to get, the first time I ever really flew it, I managed to fly around Old Vanderbilt without crashing into anything. Whoa. He says as he crashes into some rubble. Unlike the Merlin, it actually has very, very good handling on it. And we'll better watch the if we respawn here, you better see the actual glitch up of the interface again. But for racing, it's not the fastest of ship. But if you, I'm looking forward to trying to do some races with maybe Scythes, Gladiuses, and Merlins, which are all do the same speed of 240 meters per second. I'm looking forward to, doing those together. So we should also have a letter for the chairman out later tonight. So I'm looking forward to checking that out also. And I'm going to, while I'm rendering this up, we'll be watching the special edition of Temper the Chairman, which has got Ben Lesnick and Chris Roberts in it, which is about an hour and a half long. It's the first Temper the Chairman Chris has done since coming back from the UK. And if you guys haven't seen it, I've not watched it yet, but I imagine it's going to be an amazing watch. Feel free to comment on anything you may like to see in the future, or hit the like button or subscribe if you so desire. I don't mind if people don't subscribe or comment, but hey, positive or negative, any feedback is appreciated. You guys take care. I will see you next time in another video. And just what I'll do, just as I head out, we'll respawn, we'll show the glitch up the interface, and then I'll be out of here. For my Twitch viewers or potential new Twitch viewers, I will see you tomorrow on my Twitch channel.
Systems on.
Bye-bye.